following up on that, do you expect a race in the race tomorrow night then, or is he expected to be better, or do you know?
I have no clue. They asked me this morning if I could do it, and I was like, I don't have anything here, and they started rounding stuff up. I'm borrowing a little bit of everything from everybody, but you know, that's this year, and we'll just see what happens tomorrow. But I'm more excited about what I got going on the rest of this year, running for a championship, and next year leading into going to drive Dale and Kelley's nationwide car. I'm really excited about that.
Follow up to that, you said something earlier about too much too soon. Looking back on it, do you feel almost like you got too much too soon earlier, and that you appreciate this more now because of the way things went?
I've always appreciated the opportunities that I have, but it definitely opened my eyes when they can be taken away so quickly. You know, when I was young, I guess it's young and dumb, and I was young and dumb, and I thought that I thought I was a great race car driver, and that these people were calling me because I was a great race car driver, and that I could just go and I could go race anything. And I found out real quickly how easy it could be taken away. So I definitely take everything a lot more seriously, and I don't take anything for granted. But I've always had the same appreciation for every opportunity I've ever had, and I just have a lot of appreciation for the sport. And I'm very thankful that, you know, I have people that are interested in me, and like this opportunity here with Dale and Kelley and Junior Motorsports. It's a great place to be. They have great equipment. Pops and Tony Jr., you know, they've been there and done that with everything, and I have so much more to learn. You know, I feel like I learn something every weekend that I'm on the racetrack. And with those guys' guidance and them working on the cars, I feel like I have a lot to learn still. And they've been through a lot, especially Pops. I mean, he's been around the sport a long time, so I'm looking forward to that. I'll be able to learn a lot from him, and you know, I'm looking forward to working with all the partners we got. You know, we got a lot of great people that support Junior Motorsports, and I'm just happy to be a part of it.
Bob Parker, Sing Daily. Kelley, can you talk about, do you have full sponsorship now for the 88? And also, can you kind of assess where you are with the 7, how Danica's doing, and who might be sharing the car with her next year?
We're very close to wrapping up the sponsorship on the 88. It looks like we'll definitely have GT Vodka back on board for a 15-race program. And our Unilever folks, we're real close with them on about 12 to 15 races. So that'll leave us short 4, 6, or 8, however the math works out, on the 88. But, you know, we've still got time to put stuff together for that car. On the 7 car for Danica, I think she's definitely you know, had a difficult year getting used to these cars from where she's came from. I think still everyone has to keep in check that she's ran 6 nationwide races and pretty much 6 stock car races, you know, in her career. So, you know, she's still very fresh and new at this, and still has a lot to learn about the way these cars work. She's on board again next year. I'm just waiting for the IRL schedule to pin down so that we can put together what her schedule looks like for 2011. And then Dale Jr. will run the 7 car for 4 to 6 races, and then the balance of those races, we haven't completely put in stone what we're doing there. We have enjoyed working with Josh Wise, who's running our car this weekend. Josh has done very well for us and kept the car in the top 20 of the owner's points, and hasn't put a scratch on our car that I can recall. So he's done what we've asked him to do, and we're just going to continue to allow him. I think he's got 3 or 4 more races for the rest of the year, and evaluate what's going on there. And depending on how the sponsorship falls out for the remainder of that car will depend on, you know, who will drive that car. But we really enjoy working with Josh.
Lee Spencer, Fox Sports for Aric. Can you kind of speak to young people who they jump in a car, you know, a lot of times make the jump to Cup because it's Cup.
Yeah.
You've learned the difference now, what it means to be in good equipment, and certainly you're getting in some of the best equipment in the Nationwide Series. What's your advice to drivers who may be a little over anxious and kind of, you know, jump the...
Well, I feel like, first of all, to clarify, I didn't jump to Cup willingly. I went because that was an opportunity, and I wasn't going to turn an opportunity down from Mark Martin to go and share a car with him and learn. And it, like I said, that opportunity has made me a better race car driver, and I've learned so much from that. like I said, I'm just thankful that I can start over and rebuild my career and work my way up the ladder I wanted to, the way I wanted to originally. But just all the pieces of the puzzle didn't work out that way early on in my career. I was always sharing a car with somebody, whether it was Denny on the Nationwide deal at Gibbs or the Cup car with Mark, or it just always seemed like that I never had my own ride. I was just always the guy that filled in when the other guy wasn't driving. And I felt like for me at the time, in order to keep a place in the sport, that I needed to take that opportunity. I wasn't going to turn an opportunity down with no other real opportunity. So at the time, I figured share a Nationwide car for 16 races with Denny, or share a Cup car with Mark for 12 to 14 races. And I chose to go and share a Cup car with Mark, and I don't regret it. I don't look back. I feel like it was a great opportunity for me, and I felt like I learned a lot. And you know, whether I went too fast, too quick, probably. That I probably wasn't ready to go Cup racing. I mean, although I did come here in my first start in the 8 car and finish 8th at Bristol, so you know, I don't know, but you know, for young drivers out there, obviously, if you have the opportunity to grow slowly, I would recommend that. But don't ever turn an opportunity down, especially if you think it's a good one. Oh, yeah, good equipment is everything. I mean, we can only do so much in the car. I mean, really, you can take the best. You can take Jimmy Johnson and put him in a car that runs probably 30th to 40th every weekend, and he might run 20th. But you take somebody that has talent that isn't in good equipment and put him in good equipment, and he's going to run good. I mean, that's the way it is. You can, as a driver, there's a lot you can do feedback-wise and stuff to try and make your race car better. But, man, if you don't have the best brakes, the best body, the best engine, if you don't have all the best stuff and the guys you're racing against do, how do you race against them? I mean, there's only so long you can hold it wide open before you have to get to the corner and you have to lift and turn the car. And so good equipment means the world. I mean, that's what I feel like I'm proof of that. You know, I've been in good equipment, I've been in not so good equipment, and when I've been fortunate enough to be in good equipment, I've ran well. So like I said earlier, is that's why I'm looking so forward to going to Junior Motorsports and racing with them on the Nationwide Series, is because I feel like they have some of the best equipment in the garage area, and I can go and win races. Yep.
Any more questions? All right, thank you.
Yep.
Well, thanks.